Do not attempt to adjust your device screen. We are in control of the broadcast. We control the horizontal. We control the vertical. The time has come. Please stand by for a live transmission from Halloween Daily News. Yes. Hello, Haddonfield, and happy Michael Myers Monday. Welcome to it, everybody. If you happen to be new here, my name is Matt. We are Halloween Daily News, and this sweltering early summer shindig you just stumbled into the middle of is what we like to call Michael Myers Monday Live. It's our weekly, sometimes gathering with our fellow friends, fans, the faithful, the fanatical alike, who I like to call the Triple M crew. And that brings me to you guys. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to it. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Like I always say, if you're here, you made it through another week. You made it through the start of another week. And in our case, since our last live stream, it has been a minute or two, has it not, guys? It has been too long. It's been our longest hiatus in between Michael Myers Monday live streams since we started doing these live streams on YouTube way back in the summer of 2020, 4 years ago. Crazy. Of course, Michael Myers Monday, the hashtag was going crazy long before that. But in any case, I missed you guys, so let's start with that. How is everybody doing? I see some familiar friends checking in, of course. I see already a couple of our illustrious channel members, supporters. It's just $5 a month, everybody. If you're not a member, please think about it. It goes a long way in helping us here at HDN. Thank you, Andromeda, for checking in while driving. Brett Patrick as well, and of course the great Patrick Ring, that Halloween movie collector. What's up, fellas? Thank you for being here and hanging out this evening. I see Phil has checked in. Teen Wolf in the house, of course. I love it. Tim Leo is here as well. Megan has checked in. Awesome, guys. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Yes, it has been a couple minutes since our last live stream. The last live stream of any kind we did here was for the Beetlejuice trailer drop and breakdown and all of that. So thank you to any of you that tuned into that and any of you that watched it after the fact as well. We appreciate that, of course. There hasn't been a ton of Michael Myers news in the last few weeks, which is part of the reason why we haven't done this. Some of it's just been life stuff just happening out of my control. Other times it has been just a conscious decision to kind of lay low for a little bit as we are gathering strength, so to speak, and getting in shape, so to speak, for the season. Um, and there is a lot to talk about this week, though, as far as some merch updates. Lots of merch updates, lots of exciting Michael Myers merch drops, reveals, news we're going to talk about, and a few other non-merch related news bits. Just a couple small little bites to chew on later on this evening. And I'll be talking about my most recent interview with Joshua John Miller, who played Dan Chalice's son, Willie Chalice, in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I hope you've checked that out already. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll go over some poll results. We'll launch a new poll. We'll do some shout outs, and we'll see what else we get into on this fine Monday evening here. So, again, welcome. If you're new, thank you. If you're watching this and joining us for the first time, and to everybody else who's not new, thanks for not forgetting about us and for coming and hanging out once again, guys. Like I said, I've missed you. It has been a few minutes, so it is great to be back. Phil complimenting me on the shirt. I appreciate it, man. Yep, this is a Marshall's special from a couple years ago. It says "Not a People Person" on the back. I wore it because you might have seen, we shared a Hallow hunting store video from our local Marshall's store earlier today. They had a Michael Myers shirt design in there, not my size, or I'd be wearing it right now, but it I figured, synchronicity in some way kind of form there. So we also shared a little short from Walmart the other day. I was looking for that new Halloween 2 shirt. Some of you have posted about on social media at your local Walmarts. They've been having a Myers shirt for about $9 or $10 the last couple of years, and I've grabbed most of them whenever I could. So this year's is out. It's a Halloween 2 shirt. It looks badass. And I went, and they did have the display there. They had the photo. They did not have any of the shirts in stock. So unfortunately, the search continues for those. But that got me thinking about the Marshall shirt, I guess. So all that to say, thanks, Phil. I appreciate you noticing, man. All right, guys. Let me see what's going on here in the live chat before we get into our first item of discussion. Teen Wolf says Wham had a video about the status of the Jason show. Think there's rumors it might get canceled. The Friday the 13th Crystal Lake show, yeah, they're retooling that from what I heard. Unfortunately, I liked what I heard, the direction that was going in. Yeah, I don't have updates on the TV series, the Halloween TV series for this week, for this show right this second. But of course, we're covering that, and I fully expect we're going to have plenty to talk about in the very near future about all of that. Let's see here. I love how they beat around the bush with designs, characters, what doesn't look exactly like H2 Michael. It looks like how the average person would think of Myers. Yeah, kind of. I get that. All right, let's talk about. Well, before we get into our news items for this week, I do want to plug and let you guys know, if you've not seen our posts about it, about our new podcast, the Halloween Daily Podcast, our new Halloween candy for your ears, if you will. What we are doing is we are uploading many of our exclusive interviews, many of which have appeared here on the channel in video form, up to the podcast one by one. And so that's what the podcast is. It is the audio from many of our exclusive conversations with icons of horror and of Halloween itself, as well as cultural creatives and Halloween industry innovators, and talking about all things Halloween, movies, horror, and otherwise, and much more. And I've put a link in the description of this live stream where you can find the podcast, because it is now available Should be anyway. You guys let me know if you have problems finding it, but it is now available wherever you listen to podcasts. You'll see here it is. Just, we're just calling it the Halloween Daily Podcast, keeping it real simple and easy to find. And it is available. We're hosting it on Spotify for podcasters, but as you can see, it is available on your Spotify's, on your Amazons, on your Apples, on your iHearts. And some of our classic and a few of our more recent interviews are already up there. Um, I think we decided for about the first 50 or 60 or so, it's going to be just kind of a greatest hits of some of our best stuff. And then eventually it'll get somewhat caught up to our current status. But right now, we're uploading a couple a week. And eventually it will get into a weekly upload format. But hit that link wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find us and give us a follow, a subscribe, all that good stuff. And check out our interviews. Like I said, right now, if you're a newer subscriber here on the channel, then you can enjoy some of our older interviews that maybe you missed. And for those of you that have been around for a while, you can check out some that maybe you forgot about. Now, like I said, this week it is going to be very much a spotlight and focus on new 2024 Michael Myers merch, and in some cases, some returning merch previously released from other years. So, for my collectors out there, obviously, this one's for you, right up your alley. And whenever possible, ahead of time, the stuff I know I'm talking about, I've put links down in the description of this live stream, direct affiliate product links. And even for the items that are not available to order yet, you can hit those links. You'll want to bookmark them for future reference in some cases here. All right. Teen Wolf says, I ordered another copy of the Halloween novelization. Can't wait to open this one up. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, now you got one to your age 45 to keep in the packaging and one to open up and soak in every page. Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna get back to my book reports. I want to do more of that. We're going to get back into that too. But this week we are talking about merch, about new Michael Myers merch. And there was a big reveal that happened during our hiatus. And it was teased initially, and we thought we knew what it meant. And then just a few days ago, last week, the official reveal came. And what we got was confirmation and a first full look at official photos, official demo video, specs, and price for a brand new 2024 officially licensed Halloween 2 Michael Myers animatronic, a life-size animatronic. This is the latest Michael Myers life-size officially licensed to be released. And you've seen him by now. If you haven't, here he is. We have been reporting on this uh, pretty extensively over the last couple weeks. If you've not seen my previous report, um, the gist of it is that he stands 6.3 feet tall. He's officially licensed from Halloween 2. And his audio is breathing with what I would describe as not the officially licensed Halloween theme. It's not that. It's a royalty free piano piece meant to evoke that, I guess, is what I can say. And you hear Michael breathing. His movements, he moves at the waist, and the head moves, and the head kind of moves ahead of the waist turn, so it's like he turns his head and turns his waist. I'll tell you what, um, let's just look at a little bit of him in action from our previous report so you can see what I'm talking about here. I'm going to pull him up, and this is from spirithalloween.com and our previous report. And you'll see he turns at the waist, the head kind of turns first, and then there's the stabbing arm, the right arm stabbing. So three points of motion, it looks like. And I said in that initial report, my first reaction, I like that he is stabbing at the shoulder. You know, some of the animatronics have stabbed at the shoulder, some at the elbow. This one, the shoulder stab. I think that's a good choice for this one. And I talked before about the eyes being so visible. Um, I'll pull up another photo of him here in just a second, and you'll be able to see. But again, that could be customized fairly easily. If you ask me, you could blacken the eyes. We will pull up another photo of him here right now. So he's got these 3 points of movement. He is officially licensed from Halloween 2. And he's got the 6 bullet holes. He's got blood splatter all over his coveralls and the knife. The left hand is kind of reaching out, and it's that right arm that has the movement. And then he's got the blood tears, which I think is cool. I like the blood tears. I said in my initial report, I don't think the hair in this photo is doing him any favors, but I do think once you guys get a hold of it, you can style that a little bit more accurately. And some of you have commented that you're just going to put a Trick or Treat Studios mask on this animatronic, which is always an option too. So here is his current listing at spirithalloween.com. And as you can see, he's still coming soon. He's going to be priced at $280. And like I said, he is 6.3 feet tall. He plays Halloween-themed music, they call it, and makes breathing sounds. And he is sensor activated. Like I said, I count 3 points of different points of animation. And I am digging this guy. I am liking him. I love that the shape period is back at Spirit Halloween, and I love that it's a brand new animatronic. And this got me thinking. I thought it might be fun here tonight on Triple M Live if we took a little walk down memory lane in Haddonfield and look at some of the other previously released animatronics, just for comparison's sake, in recent years. Officially licensed animatronics. A couple of the big releases from the last decade or two, give or take. Hello, Spirit Halloween. What's up? Teen Wolf's hoping Loungefly releases more Myers merch this year. Oh, yeah. The merch stuff we're talking about now is not even everything that's been announced so far. And you can bet there's going to be a lot more that has not even been revealed or announced yet, still to come. I have no doubt of that. So this animatronic is the latest officially licensed life-size Michael Myers animatronic. And this is the latest in a number of animatronics that have been sold at Spirit Halloween and other retailers over the years. So again, I thought it might be fun, since it is Michael Myers Monday, just to take a little trip back and look at some of these previous releases. Starting way back in the year 2009, when Rob Zombie's sequel Halloween 2 was coming out in theaters at the same time at Spirit Halloween stores across the country, this officially licensed Michael Myers from Rob Zombie's 2007 Halloween remake was released and available in stores. You can see he's got the dirty brown coveralls that Michael takes from Big Joe Grizzly. And then he's got that film's mask. He's got very bloody hands and a bloody knife. And this pose with the knife, kind of different from the other animatronics you're going to see here. Kind of unique in that respect. That he's not holding the knife from the top down, kind of from the bottom up. And if I remember right, he had head movement and also arm movement with that knife as well. I think his eyes might have moved as well. And yes, I said eyes because, again, we are all obsessing a bit about the eyes on the new one. But you'll see many of these previously released animatronics, the eyes were, in fact, very visible, including this one, released in 2009 and sold at Spirit Halloween. Then we can fast forward about a decade, and you'll recall that in 2018, during that year's 40th anniversary celebration of the whole franchise and the big release of Halloween 2018, it was also the 20th anniversary of Halloween H2O, one of the most popular in the franchise. And as a tie-in, we got an officially licensed Halloween H2O Michael Myers animatronic. That's what you're looking at here. And you can look at him in action in just a second, but I just want to look here that, once again, I had forgotten this, just how visible those eyes are behind the mask on this animatronic. But check out his pose and action compared to the new one and compared to what you remember from the remake version. He's got much more of a lunging, kind of stalking stance. And that right arm, it is stabbing once again. But again, he's more of a high stab here. And it is moving at the elbow, it looks like, kind of twisting at the shoulder, I guess. This is one of our Hallow hunting videos from that year. As you can see, officially licensed from H2O, released in 2018. One of our most watched videos here on our YouTube channel. But that's far from all, of course. You know, that's not nearly all of them. In 2021 and 2022, you'll recall that Party City, released their own animatronic, officially licensed from Halloween 2. And here you can see a shot of him. This is one that we actually own. And you might recall I did a whole unboxing review, showcase, and all that. This guy was available, like I said, exclusively from Party City and Halloween City in the years 2021 and 2022. And then there's this guy made by Jemmy, and he was sold at Lowe's in 2022 and 2023. You'll remember in 2022, there was two Michael Myers H2 animatronics sold simultaneously. This one by Jemmy, sold at Lowe's. Again, he's got a shoulder motion, very slow shoulder motion there. And he's got the bullet holes, but not nearly as pronounced as on the new version. And then we'll go back to that Party City because, again, like I said, we actually own that one. So I'm going to let you check out just a little bit of him in action in case you've forgotten from my initial video. Check him out. And get to the power box, and that's where you can switch him on and off. So let's check him out in action. And here you can see that on this one, I'll pause it right here. You can see his eyes completely blackened out, the blackest eyes, if you will, just for comparison's sake. His coveralls also clean. His knife clean. Again, just looking at the various comparisons. This one is 6.5 feet tall, though. He did have some blood on the hand. This one was 6.5 feet by comparison. That remake version released in 2009 was about 6 foot. I think that one might actually be the shortest, ironically, considering that Tyler Mane is the tallest Michael Myers. But so again, here's the Party City version by comparison. And you can see his stabbing is decidedly at the elbow rather than the shoulder. So what do you guys think? Is this the best Michael Myers animatronic? Okay, if you want to see my full review and all of that, you can watch that elsewhere on the channel. That is the 2021 Michael Myers Halloween 2 animatronic released from Party City by Techie. They also carried it the following year in 2022. And like I said, that year we had two different Myers H2 animatronics at the same time, amazingly. This year we have a very similar situation going on with the Art the Clown animatronics. If you've been paying attention to that, both Spirit Halloween and Party City have their own dueling versions of Art the Clown Terrifier animatronics this year, which is pretty awesome. Considering Terrifier 3 is going to be coming out right around Halloween time too, and all that. Very exciting time for all of that. So again, there's your comparison of not all of the animatronics, but most of the major releases of the last couple years. And again, I've put the link to this year's version from Spirit Halloween down below. I had a feeling they were going to preview Michael Myers at least pretty soon, and they did drop that official video right away after showing him off in the reveal video and confirming, because if you've been paying attention and regular viewers of our news reports know this already, but Spirit released on names, and Art the Clown was one, Michael Myers was one, and so we took that to mean we were getting new animatronics of those characters, but we didn't know for sure until last week when Spirit released an official reveal video showing off all of this year's new lineup. You can watch my other reports on all of that for much more detailed information on all that. Like you said, you can find that 2021 6.5 foot Michael, my full video, which there's a whole ordeal if you haven't seen it, or if you've forgotten. There was a whole ordeal. I did a whole unboxing, and long story short, spoiler alert, but it arrived damaged. Michael arrived damaged with like a broken nose, man. And yeah, there was a whole ordeal getting in touch with Party City and all this stuff. But again, long story short, spoiler alert, but they did right. They made everything right. They sent me a brand new one. It was awesome. They actually let me keep the broken one as well. So that's awesome as well. So very cool of them to hook all of that up. And I do really like that animatronic. It actually still stands and has for the last 3 years in our living room, right behind our couch, watching TV with us all the time, just lurking in the corner 24/7. So I am definitely excited to see this new one from Spirit. Mostly, I'm just glad to see the shape out and about at Spirit in such a big way, no pun intended. But now I'll turn it over to you on this animatronics story. What do you think about the new 2024 version, especially compared to some of these recent releases? You know, they all have pros and cons. I think everybody has their favorites for different reasons. None of them, much like the masks, you know, none of them have been entirely perfect recreations, but, you know, they're still all pretty badass in their own individual way, if you ask me, for different reasons. So, all right, I'm going to catch my breath for a second. You guys, please give me your thoughts now here in the live chat and in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the new animatronic, about the previous releases. Meanwhile, like I said, I'm going to take a breath and we are going to jump in to some more merch news and reveals in recent days since our last live stream. Very cool. I see David Suber, the great Suber, is in the house. What's up, man? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Darlene is checked in as well. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you. Team Wolf says, of course, is H2O because they had so many different looks in the movie. Yeah, you could get away with a lot recreating an H2O mask for sure. I hear that. All right, and again, just for reference, that 6.5 footer that we own, there's me standing in front of it, and yeah, it's about a foot, give or take, taller than I am, looming over me. So yeah, just for reference there. Okay, back to the live chat. Suber has checked in. Good to see all you guys. There has been some other merch reveals And this one I reported on, and I'm glad I reported on it and shared it. And one of the reasons I wanted to is because I knew that a lot of you guys were going to snatch it up right away. And I was right, because it has already sold out at spirithalloween.com. Now, I'm sure they'll restock it at some point, and you'll definitely be able to find them out at the physical stores. But check this out. Now, I need to say one thing about this. I did, in my own headline and in social media posts, in my haste and excitement to share this awesome new release, again, officially licensed from Halloween 2, what I incorrectly called it in some of those early posts last week was the opening credits pumpkin. And while it might be inspired by and hearken and be a nod to what this is, of course, and what I should have said and have corrected our headline now to read properly, this is not the opening credits pumpkin from Halloween 2. This is, in fact, of course, the Halloween 2 poster pumpkin replica. That's what we are looking at here. Very much, very cool that this even exists. This is one of my favorite images from this entire franchise. That poster to me is so cool. And we've seen so many, I've seen so many skull jack-o'-lanterns. Like, to me, anytime you see a jack-o'-lantern carved into a skull, sold, just a generic one, out at store, to me, I always think of Halloween 2. And it's because of that poster. Now, if it had been the opening credits jack-o'-lantern, then of course it would be a regular-looking jack-o'-lantern that kind of opens up and then reveals the skull inside. Now, there's your challenge. There's your challenge for next year's Spirit. Okay, there's your. All right, make that happen next year. But for what this is badass. And from what I understand, it's about a foot tall, so it's like a tabletop decoration. It's lighted, so it gives the appearance of a glowing candle on the inside. And it is, unfortunately, at the moment, sold out. But I know that is because a lot of you snatched it up, priced at $45. And I know you snatched it up because we shared it. And I know you guys. But like I said, I do fully expect these to go back online. And again, very incorrectly, Spirit calls this thing Michael Myers light up pumpkin statue. And they even down here they say that it's got the chilling face of the iconic slasher Michael Myers carved into it. Again, whoever wrote that, all due respect, Spirit, I love you guys, but yeah, whoever wrote that doesn't know what they're talking about. It's not Michael Myers' face. It's not supposed to be Michael Myers' face. But again, I'm going to cut him some slack because I myself wrote the wrong thing. I did call it the opening credits pumpkin. It's not the opening credits pumpkin. It is the poster pumpkin by all accounts. And as such, it is badass. It is awesome. It is a must-own for me. Yeah. This is so far my 2024 must-own product, even more than that animatronic. I mean, I don't know if we'd have room for another animatronic right now. Of course we would. We'd make room, right? It's like making room for another member of the family. We'd figure it out. But this definitely got room on the shelf for this one. Now, how many of you, Patrick, Brett, how many of you guys are among those that ordered yours? I'm sure there are some in here. Byron has checked in. What's up? Happy Michael Myers Monday. David Suber in the house. Saying mine looks better. My animatronic, I guess. Better than the new one. Darth Guyver in the house. What's up? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Captain Davey Jones. What's up? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Jenny is in the house as well. Happy Michael Myers Monday. What's up, Hans? Happy spooky season to you as well. Sawyer's Haunts.
or Sawyer Haunts, excuse me. Love to see it. Excellent. Again, if you guys are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us and hanging out tonight. It is Michael Myers Monday Live. Um, and thank you for participating. Uh, we just got done talking about a couple new Spirit Halloween releases for 2024 regarding Michael Myers, and there will be others. There will be many others still to come that we're going to talk about. And there's others I'm going to talk about tonight. But while I was on the Spirit website at spirithalloween.com looking for Michael Myers products, looking for new stuff that I might have missed, I haven't turned up other brand new stuff yet, but a few previously released items that were previously sold out online and somewhat hard to find at stores are back in stock right now. So, as we're talking about merch this evening, I wanted to point those out. And some of those are right here, and they're actually on sale. Check it out, guys. The Michael Myers bobbleheads from Royal Baubles, released in recent years. The one with Michael at the sheet. Here you can see it. The iconic scene, the clothesline bobblehead. Here he is. I've done my own unboxing and showcase videos of both of these. I urge you to check those out as well. But both of these are currently in stock, available online at spirithalloween.com. And even better than that, they're at a discounted price right now at just $25 each. So I've included links to each of those as well. Some of these other items you see here, they're available to order right now too. And when we go all the way down, there was one other kind of hard to find bobblehead available too. Not at the discounted price of $25. It's at the regular price of $40. But check it out. Michael Myers at the top of the stairs bobblehead. Released prior to the other two. Also from Royal Baubles. This one I don't own yet. So he's on my to own list. To add to my bauble collection. But those other two I do have. And I love them dearly. So I put links to all of those baubles because they have been previously sold out online and kind of hard to find at the physical stores. So wanted to bring those to your attention. Sawyer Haunts. Oh, wondering what the next Spirit animatronic release is going to be. You think it might be Ghostface? Hoping it'll be Ringmaster. Yeah, that Ringmaster looks pretty impressive. I definitely want to see more of him, but he looks great. That Ghostface looks awesome. I love the new Ghostface animatronic from Scream 6. Again, guys, if you're not familiar, check out my previous report from a few days ago on that. Captain Davey Jones thinks Spirit is going to release either the Ringmaster or Nibbles the Clown tomorrow. Yeah, I could see one of them being next, maybe. What did you guys think? I know we're getting off the Myers subject a bit, but what did you guys think of Spirits today? Today's drop from Spirit, the giant Death Ray animatronic. Hey guys, again, if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe and think about joining us for future live streams. And for all of you that aren't members yet, I hope you'll think about becoming a member. Here's a little pre-recorded video about that. If you love Halloween, more importantly, if you live Halloween every single day of your life, then you are absolutely in the right place right here YouTube channel. And the most direct way that you can help out and support what we do here at Halloween Daily News is by becoming a channel member. There's just one tier, it's just $5 a month. You get early access to our exclusive interviews, a lot of our exclusive pre-recorded content. Channel members also get access to exclusive merch discounts and many videos not made available to the public. There's also going to be members only exclusive live events, giveaways, and lots more killer perks you can learn more about in the membership tab. It's basically like Patreon, except here on YouTube. I urge you to consider it. We've got a really awesome, amazing, growing community in there already, and I invite you to become a part of it. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching, and thank you for considering becoming an HDN channel member. Hey everybody, I want to remind you that we have official merch. That's right, now available in the HDN Spring Store. You can show your love for Halloween every day, all year round, with official Halloween Daily News t-shirts. Many different designs are available, many different styles, colors, all sizes, including the original HDN Classic, our special Triple M crew design for the Michael Myers Monday regulars out there, and our brand new What Would John Carpenter Do design. All of these are available, like I said, multiple sizes, colors, and styles on t-shirts. And that's not all. We've got other merch available like mugs and stickers and lots of other cool stuff. Check it out now at the merch link in the description of this video. Yes, please consider becoming a member, and thank you for subscribing. I see Captain Davey Jones going to subscribe right now. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us and for subscribing. And yeah, I agree, Sawyer. He doesn't do too much for the price, but the 10-foot height is great for that price. Yeah, I would agree with that. Knox Creations asking who's John Carpenter. That's a good one. We'll be talking a little bit about John Carpenter in just a minute, actually. But first, the 2024 Myers merch roundup preview, whatever we want to call it here this evening, continues with yet more collectible reveals. Have you seen this one? Yet another collectible officially licensed from the 1981 classic sequel Halloween 2. This is Michael Myers, and it seems that all of the H2 licensed merch is now coming out with blood tears, it feels like that's really becoming the H2 Myers look in some ways, unless of course it's Jemmy's what I call the Charlie Brown H2 look. You know what I mean, the inflatable. We'll get to that in just a second if you don't know what I mean. But here's a look at this year's new, for 2024, officially licensed Halloween 2 Michael Myers Living Dead doll, of course made by Mezco Toys. Michael Myers has been released in the Living Dead doll form a couple times already. I own the 78 version of Michael in Living Dead doll form. But you guys know how much I love H2. He includes a butcher knife accessory too. And so there he is. Now, again, I have included a pre-order link. He is not out quite yet. He's not expected to begin shipping until October at the earliest. Mezco is saying October to December sometime when they anticipate this is going to ship. He is priced at $50, and we have included his pre-order link in the description of this video as well. And I mentioned the Charlie Brown version of Michael Myers, kind of the family-friendly, cartoon-esque. What I imagine Michael, the shape might look like if he were featured in a Peanuts cartoon. We've had these inflatables released in recent years, and I own quite a few of them, 3 different variations of them, as a matter of fact. And I am happy to report it shouldn't come as a surprise or a big shock, but nonetheless exciting that yes, we are getting at least another, if not more, and probably will be more. But we have a preview of what the new Jenny Charlie Brown-esque Michael Myers Halloween 2, again, officially licensed Halloween 2 inflatable, will be for this year from Lowe's Home Improvement Stores. So let's check it out. This comes from Britt Thunder's YouTube channel. He got an early tour of Lowe's Halloween products. And these are some of their new inflatables. You see Chucky there, this year's new Chucky. I'm not sure about the one in the middle. I think it might be from Squid Game. You guys let me know. But there on the right, that is this year's new Michael Myers inflatable, available from Lowe's. I can't tell if it's a 5-footer or a 3.5-footer. I kind of think it's going to be another 3.5-footer that each of these are, but I don't know that for sure. He's got that same oversized Charlie Brown type head that all of the Jemmy Myers H2 inflatables have had in recent years. This variation, some have been holding the Stabby Halloween banner, some have been holding a Stabby Halloween trick-or-treat bag, some have been holding a knife, and some holding a jack-o'-lantern. This one holding a new jack-o'-lantern, a very smiling, teeth very prominent. This jack-o'-lantern has white teeth somehow. Go figure. And a bloody knife this time. Yeah, even on the family-friendly, what I call the cartoon Myers, there's some blood on the tip of that knife. Same with Chucky too. But I love that Chucky's also holding a jack-o'-lantern, making him very Halloween. Of course, the series, which I love, the Chucky series, has played very much into the Halloween holiday every season so far. So hopefully that'll continue. As Chucky is part of Halloween already, it's nice that some of their storylines actually take place on the holiday. That's one of the things I really like about the new Ghostface animatronic is that it's got lines and dialogue in the masks from Scream 6, which is the Scream movie that takes place on Halloween. So while this inflatable is not available on Lowe's.com quite yet, what I can offer you in the meantime is check it out. This oldie but goodie, Stabby Halloween. He's back in stock somehow at Lowe's.com. Available for order right now. $50.48. This is the 3.5-foot officially licensed Halloween 2 inflatable. This is one of the first that used that, again, what I call the Charlie Brown Michael Myers look. And I've done my own unboxing and showcase of this very animatronic elsewhere on the channel. I'm not going to play it here tonight. You've probably seen it, but you can check it out if you haven't um, already. But there he is. And again, he is currently in stock right now at Lowe's.com. The new one's not, but this returning one is. So have at it, snatch him up if you don't have him already. And I mean, there is just so much merch coming. It's hard to even keep track. And like I said, tonight we're not even hitting on all of it, but you might have seen posts about this. Fright Rags posted this. Bloody Disgusting, long story short, they've got a whole new section of curated horror content, mostly collectibles, right up our alley, that are coming to our local Walmart stores, apparently. I checked ours just yesterday. They didn't have any of it yet. Hopefully we'll get some of it here at our local store. But Fright Rags shared this just the other day, that Walmart and Bloody Disgusting have partnered with Fright Rags to offer items including these two new officially licensed Art the Clown and Michael Myers mini masks. How cool is that? I don't know how small they are as mini masks. I don't know what the price point's going to be. Have no idea. But definitely looking forward to all of this horror content coming to Walmart's. I think that's awesome. But these two mini masks, I'll probably will have to own both of them, most likely. Did you guys see those posts? A lot of people have found the displays at their local Walmarts already. They're starting to turn up, I guess. Again, not at mine so far as of yesterday, but it'll get there eventually. So again, all of those products that we just talked about, new and returning, I did include, wherever possible, the direct product affiliate links in the description, so you can hit those. And you might just want to bookmark some of them for future reference. Of course, we'll be here to let you know when they are available to order, and some of them you're just going to have to look for in stores, like maybe that poster pumpkin. I don't know. Rob Windsor, the man, is checked in. What's up? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Uh-oh, broken arm and all. Oh, man. Well, get well soon, man, and thank you especially for hanging out, broken arm and all. Yeah, pouring one out for you, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Captain Davey thinks Bobby Strings is going to get revealed tomorrow. That would be a cool one. Bobby Strings looks like a evil, demented take on Pinocchio, the classic Pinocchio, which Kevin Tenney, director of the iconic and classic Halloween movie Night of the Demons, did direct a horror version of Pinocchio. It's out there and it's awesome. Oh, Sawyer, there's 2 new Ghostface animatronics this year. Do you mean 2 from Spirit, or we have a Art the Clown, Michael Myers scenario here where it's going to be 2 different retailers? I'm curious. Surgery tomorrow, Rob. All right. Well, feel better, man. Yeah. Hang tough, and thank you for being here. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you. And again, another one of our illustrious channel members. So much love and thanks to you. Teen Wolf says Fright Rags sold the Myers mini mask last year. Okay. I thought I remembered them doing the mini mask at some point. I didn't know if this was a new version of it, but okay. That is what they... And it's small. Okay. Yeah, the packaging reminds of Tales from the Crypt. Yeah, I think the packaging is meant to be kind of like the old, like, Ben Cooper Collegeville plastic masks and plastic smocks and those type 60s and 70s era vintage costumes, I think, is what they're going for, maybe. Okay, Sawyer says there's 2 Ghostface animatronics going to be available, both from Spirit. Interesting. I really like that one, the one that we've already covered, what I'm calling the Scream 6. Yes, Rob Rawson, and healing vibes, definitely. That you'll heal and rise again, like the shape rising to stalk another day. All right. Moving into just a couple other very small but notable news bites I wanted to hit on. First up, you might have seen this, but the man, the myth, the legend, John Carpenter is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2025. That was revealed today by Variety. There was a bunch of people, including Prince and other notable people. Robert Englund, of course, Freddy Krueger, the icon, another horror icon, and John Carpenter among those. But let us not ignore the fact that another former Haddonfield resident and franchise alum is also getting their star in 2025, that being Busta Rhymes, Mr. Dangertainment himself from Halloween Resurrection. So on social media, Carpenter responded in, of course, pretty typical Carpenter-esque fashion. He said on each of his social media accounts, he posted, "Star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? There must be some mistake." I love that. And I love that. Look at this. Mark Hamill himself, Luke Skywalker, who, of course, worked with Carpenter in Village of the Damned and on Body Bags. He's among those to comment. He says, "I just assumed you got one decades ago." Well, he damn sure should have, right? He damn sure should have. So that will be an awesome day. And I guess from what I was reading in the Variety article, I guess now that they're getting the star, now it's up to them to schedule when their ceremony is, and they haven't a certain amount of time to schedule it, and it's got to be at some point next year, I guess. I don't know. It would be cool though. I mean, this is long-term planning, but it'd be pretty damn cool if Carpenter got his around Halloween time, around October. It's probably too much to ask, though. And again, why wait so long if you don't have to, right? Especially when every day's Halloween, right? But okay, and there was another quick news item that I was going to mention, if I can find it here. You guys may know our friends at Haunted Screams Expo. They are hosting I think this is their 5th annual event in Hampton, Virginia this September. It's happening 2 days, September 28th and 29th, 2024 in Hampton, Virginia. They've got a really good lineup. A lot of cool people are going to be there. Lisa Wilcox and some other Elm Street alums. Costas Mandalore from the Saw franchise. I'm excited to meet Troy James. We're going to be there, by the way, again. I'm excited to meet Troy James. He's been on a bunch of cool stuff, including Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, the movie adaptation, which I love. Just today, for Michael Myers Monday, though, they announced He Who Shall Not Be Named by some, often, Tony Moran. That's right. He will be a guest at Haunted Screams Expo, September 28th and 29th, 2024, in Hampton, Virginia. And tickets are on sale at their website at hauntedscreams.com. You can see they made that announcement with the Michael Myers Monday hashtag. And we'll be doing other shout outs in just a few minutes. But let's turn back over to the live chat. Teen Wolf says, "Go John. I hope a few Myers show up to congratulate JC." Yeah, I think that would be awesome to have just an army of Michael Myers out there, or even just other characters from his filmography. Some McCready's, some Jack Burton's. You know what I mean? Some They Live. I mean, yeah, you could have so many of them out there. I think that would be so badass. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Okay, we are back and we are live. All right, let's see what's happening in the live chat. A lot of get well soons to our man Rob. Coming to us from the hospital bed, ready for surgery tomorrow. You are the man. You are the man. All right, our thoughts are with you, brother. Hell yeah. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Sending good vibes from Haddonfield your way. Teen Wolf says, ask Rob about Pretzel Jack. That season of Channel Zero freaked me out. I've not seen that. Okay, I know he's done a ton of awesome stuff. There's some cool guests there that some that I have met in years past, and a lot that I haven't. But he's the one that I'm probably the most excited to meet and talk to right now. Um, I don't have a graphic pulled up right now, but I should plug another event. I wasn't even planning on talking about this, but I do want to talk about this, and I want to officially announce this. I let a few of you know who are in the Triple M Crew IG chat. If you're not, look us up. But I am excited to let you guys know officially that Halloween Daily News has had our press credentials approved to attend and cover Nightmare Weekend Richmond in Virginia this October. This is a 3-day convention happening October 11th, 12th, and 13th. and it's happening in Richmond, Virginia. It's produced by our friends at GalaxyCon, and we've attended GalaxyCon, uh, Comic Con type conventions a couple times in the past. We've never done their horror themed version. I think they started it last year, and but man, they have a sick lineup for this year's Nightmare Weekend Richmond, headlined by, speaking of, the man himself, John Carpenter. From this franchise, joining John Carpenter, there's also Tommy Lee Wallace, Nick Castle, Sandy Johnson, Tom Atkins, Lance Guest, and maybe some more yet to be announced. I think so. But for starters, they're all joining John Carpenter from this Halloween franchise. They're going to be there. Also, our friends from the Terrifier franchise, Damian Leone, David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, and just added recently, a few days ago, Amelie. I'm blanking on her last name right now, but the little pale girl. Um, I am very stoked to see all of them. Once again, there's the whole crew from the Monster Squad is going to be there. The great, iconic Butch Patrick. I'm excited to see him again. He's going to be there. The lineup is sick. Let me pull them up real quick so you can see. Just a little bit of what we're talking about here, because I am stoked that we're going to be there. And the the other thing is, those Terrifier guys, they're going to be there. That's opening weekend for Terrifier 3, you know. So it's gonna be a hot time for them. But so stoked. And yeah, if you know GalaxyCon, I mean, they go big, they go all out. That's one of the reasons I'm just so excited to be covering this thing. Okay, here's their official website, Nightmare Weekend, and you can see it's 108 days away. Let's just jump over there real quick, and you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, this is just one of the sickest guest lineups for an event we've attended. Alyssa Sutherland from Evil Dead Rise. James Remar was just recently added. Like I said, Atkins, Kane Hodder, and C.J. Graham. Clint Howard, I didn't even realize they had added him. He must be a recent addition. I don't know. Or maybe I forgot that I knew that. Amy Donald, I'm very excited to meet her in person. I had the pleasure of interviewing her last year. And Amelie McLean. Yes, Amelie McLean, our friend who I also had the pleasure of interviewing. She plays Little Pale Girl in Terrifier 2. And very excited to meet her in person for the first time. I see they've added Ken Kersinger too since the last time I checked on here. That's a new addition. Very cool. In any case, we'll be talking much more about this as we get closer to it. But if you're in the region and you're going to be there, let me hear from you. And obviously, plan on looking for us. And if you can't be there, then we got you covered. We're going to have extensive coverage of all 3 days, and I cannot wait. Uh, Jenny's in love with Duncan from Monster Squad. Yes, played Dracula. You should look at our photo gallery. It might be a little bit hard to find. I don't have it queued up here, but we got a great photo with him when he was at Scares That Care a few years ago. If you go to HalloweenDailyNews.com, look for our photos from Scares That Care, you'll find him. Or just look for Monster Squad, search that term. That'll come up. He was really nice, really cool. Let's see. Malsidious Medius has just got in. Checked out the Myers Animatronic. It's the best one I've seen so far. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I do like the new one, and I like it more having now seen it in action just a little bit in that official demo video, um, than I did just from the stills. And again, I mean, if the eyes are bothering people, you can blacken them out fairly easily, I think. And I don't mind that it doesn't play the Halloween theme. Um, I just, as I said, my initial reaction, I wouldn't mind if it was just the breathing though, and like no music at all. But I understand they're almost always going to do something like that. But I don't mind it being. I like their generic music, their generic Halloween themed music better than the Jemmy version that was sold at Lowe's. I definitely like that better, and I like the look of their mask. As I said, I like the look of the mask. And as I said in my video, some of you guys have pointed out, I do think they're probably going for screen accuracy. In that iconic blood tear scene, you do see Dick Warlock's eyes behind there in that scene, you know. And so in that case, it is more screen accurate to have them visible there. So, but I like the motion, especially how it's kind of the head turns and then the body turns. So it's like he sees you and then he comes. And I do think that's kind of shape esque. You know what I mean? That is kind of the way Michael moves. You know, it's a little bit like that. He would kind of do it in pieces like that a little bit. So I like those touches. All right, before we get into tonight's shout outs, we are going to launch a new poll. But first, let's look at the results of our most recent poll, which was, wow, a whole month ago. It was a long time ago. Our last live stream was even longer ago. But I asked you which of our more recent interviews from Henfielders did you like most? Just curious. And we listed a number that were done live here, and then some others that were pre-recorded but were premiered here. And those I listed included Halloween 4 director Dwight Little, Halloween Kills Dr. Loomis, and 2018 and Kills set builder Tom Jones Jr., Halloween Illustrated artist Orlando Mexi Funk Erosina, Halloween 4's young Michael Myers, our friend Eric Preston, or how about Halloween 07's young Michael Myers, our buddy Dave Ferrick. So we've listed all of them, and the winner, according to you guys, with 56% of the vote, was our Dwight Little interview. That was an epic interview, and he was just so kind and forthcoming and generous with his time, and just had so much info. I loved that interview and that conversation. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too. In second place is Tom Jones Jr. Again, same thing. I love talking to Tom. That was like a 2-hour conversation, and he's just got so many stories. Like Dwight, they've been in the business for decades. They've got so many stories. I could talk to them both for twice that long easily. In third place is Dave Ferrick. Again, always a pleasure to have Dave on here. That recent live chat that we had here, we will do it again. I have no doubt. He's awesome. Always fun to have him on here. And they're tied. Tied for fourth and fifth place is both Eric Preston and Mexi Funk. All right, so as I've been talking, as I've been yapping through all of this, we did launch a new Triple M poll question for this week. And you can always find these polls in the community tab. And so I am asking, as you might imagine, it goes along with the theme of the evening, of all of those animatronics that we looked at earlier, those previously released ones, including and up to this year's new release, which Michael Myers animatronic is your favorite? Is it the '09 remake from Spirit Halloween, the 2018 H2O from Spirit Halloween, the 2021 Party City version by Techie, the 2022 Halloween 2 from Lowe's by Jenny, or the new 2024 Halloween 2 from Spirit Halloween? So far, with about a dozen or so votes, that '09 released version, officially licensed from the '07 remake from Spirit Halloween, is the early leader with 67% of the first dozen or so votes. So there you go. Have at it. Discuss away and debate your favorites. Very interesting that one is still the most popular, at least so far in this poll. I can't wait to see how it turns out, and we will discuss the results during our next Michael Myers Monday live. All right, we are going to pull up some shout outs right now, and then before I go, I got one more little treat for you guys, okay? But first, we're doing things a little bit out of order. Who cares? Yeah, I'm out of practice for a few weeks, but it doesn't matter. So first up, shout outs on that site formerly known as Twitter. Now it's called X. This is posted today by Lily Myers at Lilith Myers 97. It says waiting on Halloween again, and I just think we can all kind of relate to that meme. It's an oldie but goodie, right? Jumping over to Instagram for our next one. This is posted by the Prop Fox. Happy Michael Myers Monday. And this is a new figure by made by robots, exclusive to Hot Topic. I got to get my hands on this. Talking about H2, again, keeping the themes of the evening intact. I got to get this. Have you guys seen this one yet? I had not until now. All right, jumping over to TikTok. This was posted today by Ronnie. What is that? Ronnie V's Boutique, showing off some Halloween Michael Myers merch for Michael Myers Monday. Love that people are bringing the Michael Myers Monday love to TikTok. This one was posted a week ago, but that was during our hiatus. So giving a shout out Sugar Mint Gallery for sharing the Michael Myers Monday love like they do every week. And last week bringing it to TikTok. Love that. One more from TikTok this week. This is posted 2 weeks ago by Patron is Beta 804. Little tribute and shout out to the H4 fans. And one more shout out for this week, jumping over to the Threads app. This was posted earlier today by Haley.Motionless saying, Happy Michael Myers Monday. I picked up this t-shirt from Walmart today. Love the box. So of course I had to have it. So yeah, this is among the items at the new curated Bloody Disgusting Horror Collectibles shelf, apparently at area Walmarts. I can't wait until mine has it in. It looks like an old VHS box of H2, and then look, that's the shirt you get in the side. It's awesome. Badass. And it's Blood Tears. Again, keeping the theme alignment intact throughout Michael Myers Monday Live. Can you feel it? Ooh, Sawyer, yes. Send a picture of the other new Ghostface animatronic. Yes. You can send it to us. We're on all the different social media So take your pick and send it, and you can tell me right now in the live chat where you sent it to, and I will make sure I check it, accept it. I would love to see it. All right, so there's your shout outs, and there's your poll question. And normally, it being about midnight, we'd wrap it at this point, but I do have one more little clip to share. Some of you might have already seen this, but I was very excited and honored to be able to interview a gentleman recently who has a pretty interesting career in Hollywood. I hope you've already watched, and if not, I hope you will check out my new interview with Joshua John Miller. Now, Joshua John Miller grew up in a Hollywood family. His mom was a scream queen. His dad is Jason Miller, who starred his father, Damian Karras, in the original Exorcist. And Josh himself starred in Catherine Bigelow's Near Dark and some other genre favorites over the years. He and his partner, his co-writing partner and his life partner, M.A. Fortin, they co-wrote together the film The Final Girls a few years ago, which I highly recommend if you've never seen. It's awesome, and I loved it then, and talking to them has made me want to go back and revisit it because I haven't seen it since it was released, so I'm going to have to go back and revisit it now. But their new film is called The Exorcism. It's in theaters right now. I highly recommend it. It is awesome. It is about the making of a remake of The Exorcist, and it is inspired very much by stories that Josh's dad in real life would tell him about unexplained things that happened on the set of The Exorcist. And of course, other unexplained things that have happened on other sets in real life throughout Hollywood. It's all very personal. It's a very meta movie. It's awesome. And Joshua got his start on screen in a little film that you all know and love. The 1982 sequel, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, in which he played young Willie Chalice, the young son of Tom Atkins' character, Dan Chalice. Oh, Dad, Mom already got us masks. Silver Shamrock. Remember that scene? And yes, it's Josh as Willie who puts on the skull mask, and then he and his sister go running over to that TV set, and they turn on the TV, and the commercial comes on, the Silver Shamrock commercial. Iconic. Can you say iconic? It was so cool to get to talk to him. Now, of course, this was just a very few minutes that I had to speak with Josh and Mark. It was part of a junket, as I'm sure you're aware. And when we do these junket interviews, it's a very limited time frame. In this case, we had 5 minutes, and if you've seen the interview, I actually pushed it a little bit over that. But it was really because Josh very graciously and thankfully did take it upon himself at the very end to actually give me just a few quick comments on Halloween 3 because we couldn't really talk about it. We just didn't have time. Maybe somewhere down the road, we'll be able to have him back on and talk much more in depth specifically about this film, about wearing this mask when he was a kid, about maybe some unexplained things that happened on the set of that film. But I thought it was really cool that in an interview where we're talking about a film, The Exorcism, that is very meta, and if you watched our interview, which again, it's less than 6 minutes long total, but we talk very much about the meta aspects and how personal it is to them and how everything about this movie is meta on top of meta on top of meta. I would say Halloween 3 is very much, if not the first, definitely one of the first ever meta horror movies ever made. I mean, the whole Silver Shamrock thing, the commercials, the showing the commercial for the original Halloween on TV when he's sitting in the bar. So meta before meta was even a thing. And of course, my favorite scene in the whole thing when this mask is placed on Tom Atkins, and Cochran says Happy Halloween. He walks away and he leaves Halloween playing on the TV, and then that soundtrack from the 78 film, because it's on TV, it takes over, becomes the soundtrack. Or very meta. Scream did it years later, very meta. Um, so just to be able to do this interview was exciting for me, as you can imagine, and for a lot of reasons. There's a ton more we could have talked about, but what I'm going to play for you now is just a very short clip, because again, we couldn't really talk much about H3, but I want you to enjoy this clip as I enjoyed talking to Josh and Mark about Halloween 3, albeit all too briefly, and just a tiny bit about Halloween itself. Check it out. Gentlemen, welcome to Halloween Daily. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
Hello.
Thanks for having us. Wow, it really feels like Haddonfield here.
Yeah, well, every day is Halloween here with us, so you know, it's we appreciate you saying that, of course. and
I recognize something in there. Yes,
I think these masks might be recognizable to one of you, maybe. Halloween 3, it's a favorite for us every October. We watch it.
Movie. I love that movie. It's so cool. Like, as a film goer, I watch that movie and I go,
It's wild.
when I first saw that movie in a screening when I was a kid, I was like, oh God. I knew it was like so weird. And then watching it now as a horror lover and seeing people's reaction to it, I actually think it's a really cool movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's having a whole renaissance, which is cool.
It has. It's had a whole reappraisal recently.
So cool.
It is. Well, this has really been a pleasure, guys. And again, I could talk to you forever, but I know you're super busy today, so we'll save that for another time. But since every day's Halloween for us, instead of saying goodbye, we always like to just say Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween
to you. Thanks, man.
I wish every day was Halloween.
I know, God, right? How much better would that be?
At least once a week.
And again, if you haven't checked out the full interview, there is more to it where we talk a little bit about the exorcism and the meta aspects of that. I urge you to check that out, and our other interviews from the exorcism if you haven't already. Lots of good stuff there. And check out the movie if you haven't. I do recommend it. I enjoyed it a lot. And of course, if you are watching this on replay by chance, drop us a comment down below on everything we've talked about this evening, on the animatronics, on the other merch news, on Carpenter getting his star. And yes, I see Jenny is congratulating Robert Englund on getting his star in it. That is Halloween related. You're because Robert Englund says that he was on the set of Halloween 78 moving leaves. He's said that now, and now it's part of Halloween lore that Robert Englund is part of the creation of Halloween. And Sean Clark has confirmed, that they used the Freddy house in Halloween 2 or in the Halloween TV cut shoots. So that as well. Sawyer sent the picture on Instagram. Okay, I will check that out as soon as I get out of here in just a couple minutes. I'll check it out. I appreciate it, Sawyer. Very cool. So, there we go, people. 2 Ghostface coming. And again, I have no doubt there's going to be lots more Michael Myers merch from Spirit and other retailers coming. Last year, there were 2 different inflatables. One at Lowe's, one at Home Depot. Both very similar, the Charlie Brown look, but slightly different. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same case again this year, if both of them get a very similar but slightly different version. Walmart had a version as well, so we can look for all that to be revealed very soon, now that it is late June, and in 1 week's time, next Monday, it'll be July, and that's when stores nowadays. As soon as July 4th is over, I mean, retailers start putting out their Halloween stuff now, and that's why so much of it is already online, because so many retailers just down the board have begun stocking their Halloween merch earlier than ever. And so it's not just us. It's not just us Halloween heads or Hallow heads here. It's global now, everywhere, which is awesome. Because every day is Halloween. All right, guys, this has been great. It's been good to be back. Thank you, Byron. Thank you guys. Sawyer says don't know about Home Depot. Yes. Now, when it comes to the animatronics, Home Depot, yeah, the ball is totally in their court now, because now Lowe's, Party City, and Spirit have all pretty much unveiled their lineups now, for the most part, as far as the animatronic stuff. And Home Depot has unveiled a lot, but not their complete lineup. I think the ball is still very much in their court. Last couple years, they did their online showcase for media right around the second week of July. So we haven't been informed when this year's is going to be as of yet. I don't have info on that yet, but keep watching. Last couple of years, we were invited to those online showcases. So hopefully this year will be no different, and we'll look forward to sharing all of that with you guys. And here on Michael Myers Monday, all the Michael Myers news and more related to this franchise. Of course, the TV series news is coming. Trust me, I think there's going to be a lot for us to talk about in the coming weeks very soon. So hang out with us here on Mondays and stick around on the channel for everything else we got coming your way regarding all things Michael Myers, Halloween, 2024, and so much more. You're not going to want to miss any of it. I promise you guys. Think about becoming a channel member if you haven't already. Hit the merch links down below. Hit the affiliate links. All that good stuff. And hit this video with a like if you haven't already. And if you're watching this on a replay, just light up a pumpkin down in the comments at least. That'll help out with the algorithms. And to everybody hanging out in the live chat, thank you as always so much for hanging out and for your participation and your support. It means everything. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you guys. Team Wolf says Robert Englund for Loomis on the series. I like it. I like it. He did kind of play a Loomis character in The Rise of Leslie Vernon, Behind the Mask, one of my favorites. It could be possible, or maybe he's an older version, but the series focuses on a younger version, but he's kind of the older version, reminiscing, talking, ready for a modern day film after a couple seasons of a young Loomis series. I don't know. I still kind of think if they could get the perfect actor at the perfect age who could do a young Loomis for a couple seasons on TV, a couple years, and then that's our new adult Loomis, full kind of slightly older Loomis in the movies when we get adult Michael, full-on Michael, whereas the series would be very little Michael, and be young Michael, and not Loomis-based, building him up. I still would love to see that. Just my take. All right, guys. Happy Michael Myers Monday. This has been awesome. You guys rock. Be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Every day is Halloween. Every week is Michael Myers Monday. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you all for watching and for hanging out tonight. And happy Michael Myers Monday.